Last Thursday, I took the funeral of my stepsister. Exactly 2 months to the day earlier, I had the privilege of conducting the wedding of another of my sisters. And yes, I've enjoyed the I married my sister jokes. Those 2 days probably sum up, in many ways, the last couple of years of my life. During that period, one of our children spent a year out of education, and as parents, we fought to get them the support that they need. And if you are an SEN parent, then you will know what that fight is like. But that's their story. It's not mine to tell. But it has had a profound impact on all of us. Our family was also devastated by the death of my 8-year-old niece. My own mental health reached the point where, after several periods away from work, I had to step down from my job. I found myself unemployed, wondering what came next. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, my wife and I realised that I have ADHD. I now have the diagnosis. And wonderfully, it's been one of the most hopeful and liberating discoveries of my life. It hasn't changed who I am, but it has helped me to understand who I've always been. Alongside changes to my health and lifestyle, I've found new energy, new perspective, and a renewed sense of purpose. I don't share these parts of my recent story because they define me. I share them because they are markers on my road. I am reminded that life is short, life is precious, and so it's time for me to stop delaying, to do the thing that I have been compelled to do for years, to take a step of faith. I don't have a new vision. The vision has been there for years. For more than a decade, I've been writing under the name The Broken Church. It was never simply a blog. I always hoped it would become a place to ask honest questions, explore faith, and to make room for people who don't fit neatly into the boxes that churches and society create. Over the years, I've come to describe that way of seeing the world as broken theology. Not because brokenness is something to celebrate, but because pretending we're not broken has never seemed particularly Christian to me. At the heart of Christianity, after all, is the broken body of Christ. And even after his resurrection, Jesus continues to carry those scars. The church has always been at its best when it acknowledges its own brokenness. Leonard Cohen wrote, "There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." We all carry cracks. We all bear scars. Those cracks and scars are not only signs of the life we've lived, but of where grace and hope and light are able to enter. The last couple of years haven't changed that vision. They've simply convinced me that life is too precious to keep waiting. So it's time to let it become what it was always meant to become. My hope is the broken church becomes a place where people can gather, belong, ask honest questions, disagree well, and create together. And to discover that faith doesn't require pretending to have everything worked out. A centre of faith, arts and reconciliation is my dream. A broken pastor, well, that's me. This is where I'll share my story, my reflections, my questions, my faith, my doubts, my failures, and the things I'm learning along the way. And I don't know exactly where this journey will lead, but it is time to turn the page and to begin. I am a broken pastor, and you are welcome to join me on this journey.